Hi everyone, thank you very much for joining this webinar on US taxation, or you can say US Enroll Agent course. I'm Kamal Chabra. By qualification, I'm Indian Chartered Accountant as well as US CPA. And before starting this company, KC Global EduTech Private Limited, I have more than 16 years of experience working with PwC and EY across the globe. I worked almost in 6 countries with them. And lastly, like almost 3.5 years, I was working with EY US. Now it's been like more than 3 years. I started this company in the name of KC Global EduTech Private Limited, where we teach US CPA and US taxation. And in this webinar, I'll be sharing more in detail about the US taxation course curriculum and try to resolve all of your doubts. And then maybe like if time permit, I'll show you like what all kind of support or what all kind of class you can see and you can expect when we are starting the classes accordingly, right? So without wasting much of your time, let me take you to a small presentation where I'll walk you through one by one in detail about all the requirements for the enroll agent. So let me know. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
welcome to the US Enroll Agent course webinar. So in this webinar, like what we have done, we do like interaction with many students day in day out, and based on like most of the time like student inquiries, what we thought their inquiries we should summarize in a agenda item so that it will be easy for both of us. You will be most of your doubt will get clear in this agenda item, and it will be easy for us as well to explain one by one the respective pointer. When we think about doing any particular course, what all questions generally comes in our mind? Why I should do this course, right? I'm sure this is the first question might be hitting in your mind. Why should I invest my time, energy, money in doing this particular course, right? So we thought this we should keep as a first agenda item so that will help you out in understanding why you should think about doing a US enroll agent or a US taxation course. What are the benefits you'll be getting? What all opportunities you'll be getting? Or you can say, what is the requirement in the market? What is the demand in the market? What is the the overall, you can say, the growth path you will get out of doing by doing the US enroll agent course. Second thing which generally we hear out from the student is what is in US enroll agent or what is in US taxation course. That means, like what is the course curriculum, what is the exam pattern, who is the governing body, where will exam do happen, how like what is the passing percentage or what is the pass rate. All these questions we thought to cover in the second agenda item, because once we are clear why I should think about doing this course, and then second question naturally arise, what is in this course? And then once you understand these question, then third question might be coming in your mind, how I can become a US taxation expert or how I can become a US enrolled agent. That means whether I'm being eligible to do this course or not. If I'm being eligible to do this course, where do I take admission? How do I study? When do I sit for the exam? And after the examination, how do I get the certificate? Or am I eligible to take the license or not? So all these questions we'll be covering in the third agenda item, how to become a US enroll agent. Then once a student understand, like why I should think about doing US enroll agent course, what is in US enroll agent course, how I can become a US enroll agent, the next question might be coming in your mind, like why should I do this course with KC Global? Why not with X, Y, Z or any other institute? What all benefits and support that KC Global will be providing me in my journey to become a US taxation expert or US enroll agent? And then most important thing is the estimated cost, right? We all are human beings. For us, cost is something which matter the most, right? We all should be aware of at what point of time, how much investment I'm going to make for this particular course or building my capability as an US taxation expert. So we'll be sharing in detail about the cost as well so that you all can take wise decision. Right. So this is all we'll be covering in next 30 minutes. Hope this will answer most of your question. But if you have any question, feel free to type in chat box. We have Garima, Ria, Sachin over here. They will make a note, and after this, 30 minute of presentation, we'll be having a comfortable time to take up your call, take up your questions, right? In addition to that, I'll walk you through how the class will be going on, what all, how I'll be teaching the class, and you can get the feel of the class as well, right? So this is the whole objective of next 50 to 60 minutes, which we'll be spending together. So first agenda item is why I should think about doing a US enroll agent course. Forget about this presentation, just think about, how you spend your whole day. If I see, you all can give me a thumbs up as well. How many of us are using WhatsApp? Can you give me a thumbs up so that I can feel like you all are with me? Yeah, I can see one thumbs up. How many of us are using Instagram? Okay. How many of us are using Google? How many of us are using YouTube? How many of us are using mobile phone? How many of us are using Android? How many of us are using iOS? Oh, I see a lot of thumbs up. How many of us are using laptop? Are you using HP? Are you using Dell? Are you using Lenovo? Are you using Apple? Okay. How many of us use Amazon for shopping? How many of us are using Flipkart? How many of us are on Snapchat? Okay, you might be saying, like, in this US taxation course webinar, why I'm asking all these questions to you. Right? If you see in morning, how do you start your day? Look at your mobile, either it's an Android mobile or an iOS mobile, right? You all go to the web, WhatsApp, see what all messages your friends have been shared with you, and you respond to them, right? And after that, you get up and go to the office or college or for your work, right? There, you might be using your laptop, whether it's HP, Lenovo, Dell, Apple, right? Throughout the day, you might be looking at sometime Amazon Prime, sometime, Facebook, Instagram, right? Snapchat, right? And sometime you might be using Netflix also, right? And then in the evening, when you come back to your home, then also you might be using Amazon, Flipkart, Netflix, YouTube, right? Google, all these things. If you see throughout your day, all these company which I'm sharing, they all are US based company, right? And all these company have huge requirement of US taxation experts. You all are like commerce and management student, right? So you understand the economics. Do you know what is demand? Anyone can help me with the explanation? What is demand mean in economic? Yeah, anyone? Are you guys with me? Am I audible to everyone?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, please.
Demand means desire and also the ability to purchase something
Yes. Yeah. So demand
at a
mean,
particular price or at a particular period.
yeah, very good. Very good, Mohammed. And, can anyone help me understand what is supply? I know you all have studied economics some or the other way in your 11th standard, 12th standard. I'm not taking you back to the school, but these are basic concepts.
Can I answer the same?
Yes, please.
Supply. Uh, the price at which the producer is selling is willing to sell his items at a particular period.
Yeah.
Or price.
Yeah, so basically demand is the requirement in the market for any particular product and services, and supply is the availability of that product and services in the market, right? And third question, what is equilibrium?
Can I answer the same?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think the point at which the supply and the demand intersects each other.
Intersect, yeah, demand and supply intersect. That is the point is called equilibrium. If the demand is high and supply is low, where will be the equilibrium? At high price or at low price?
Can you please repeat that again?
If the demand is high and supply is low, where will be the equilibrium point? At high price or at low price?
High price.
It's high price.
High price, right? You all understand this economics?
Yes.
Everyone, just give me a thumbs up who understand this economic. If the demand is high and supply is less, that means the equilibrium at high price, right? We all understand? So now if I give you certain data, and you'll get amazed to know, in India, what is the population of India? Let's make it two-way interaction. Don't force me to speak everything. I request you also to participate. I'm asking very general
1.4
question.
billion, I think.
Yeah, around 140
140
crore. Yeah, around 140
Yes.
crore. So can you guess in 140 crore of population of our India, how many US taxation expert we have? Any idea?
I think around 1 lakh.
Around
It's
1
just
lakh.
the idea.
Yeah. No one is judging you. Any other guess? Yeah, Pranjali, Navneet, Pratik, Mahesh. Any rough guess? No one is judging you. Don't worry.
It's near to 1.5.
Near about
Near to
2.5.
yeah, so you will get amazed to know in pan India, in 140 crore population, we have less than 9,200 US taxation expert. Can you imagine? Right? Do you know what is the population of the US?
I think
Any
it's
idea?
200 million something.
Sorry?
It's 200 million something, I think.
No. Any other guess?
I think 33 or 35 crore.
35 crore. Approximate. Yeah, approximate
40 crores.
35, 30, no, approximate 35, 36 crore. That's the right answer. So, like in 35, 36 crore, let's assume rough number, 35 crore is the US population. Like how many percentage of the people would be filing income tax return in US? In India, 10 to 11% people do file income tax return. I'm just giving you reference. How many percentage of US individual would be filing their income tax return?
100%. 70%.
No, like
I believe
100% can never be because, like there may be kids, there may be unemployment, there may be like
80%.
people who are not working. So 100% would never be happen.
It's 80%.
Any other guess?
45 to 50, sir.
Okay. Any other guess?
Around 70, 75.
Yeah. So people like me. Yeah, Navneet, you're saying something?
60%, sir.
60. So minimum you are saying 45 to 80%, but actual number is around 20 to 22%. Right? Let's take 20% as a number. So total population is 35 crore. If you multiply by 20%, that means 7 crore. 7 crore income tax return needs to be filed every year. Do you know like how many US taxation expert is available in US? Can you make any guess out of it? Yeah, Pratik, Mahesh, Yash.
10,000, sir.
Sorry.
10,000.
10,000. We discussed 9,200 in India, but in US, what is your best guess? How many people will be there who are US taxation expert?
5,000.
5,000. Why do you think it's less than India?
I think it's 70,000 or 80,000.
70,000, 80,000. Any other guess?
Might be approx 1 lakh.
Mhm. Yeah, just to ease out, we have less than 57,000 US taxation expert in US. So can you imagine like 50, 60,000 people need to file 7 crore income tax returns every year? How much shortage is it? How much big work opportunities are there? Right? Do you know, like normally in India, some of you might be filing your income tax return. Otherwise, your family, friends or relative might be filing income tax return, right? So do you know like normally how much we pay to the chartered accountant or lawyer for filing our income tax return? 500 rupees to 2,000 rupees, right?
Yes, correct. Correct.
we all are in same page wherever we live. Right? So whereas if you see in US market, they can easily pay $200 to $500. If you take the lower bench, $200 for filing an income tax return for an individual, normal like salary class employee like us, right? 500 compared to $200. $200, what is the dollar rate today? Around 82 rupees, 83 rupees, right? So that means 16,500. Same time and energy. It depends on you. Where do you want to invest? At 500 rupees or 16,500 rupees? Like opportunities are huge. We already discussed. It's on us where we want to invest our time. Do we wish to invest our time in filing the income tax return of the individual in India in just 500 rupees, or you want to take the opportunity to invest same time for 16,500? That means 31 time extra, right? And opportunities are humongous. Here, like you'll get an opportunity to do the job. Or if you want to do your own practice, you'll get the license as well to do your own practice. And this exam will taken by IRS. When we think about any particular course, you all have done schooling, right? From where you get the certification, CBSE board or maybe state board or maybe IB board, right? That is the reason you chosen that particular school. Same way, when you go to the college or university, you are having an expectation that when you come out of the college, you'll get the degree from the university, right? Same way, in any particular certification course, when we think about it, we see what is the credibility of the certificate I'll be getting, right? Yes, no. Give me thumbs up. Do we think about it from where I'm doing this course? What is the credibility of that certificate, right? So here you'll be doing this course directly with the US Income Tax Department. US Income Tax Department in US we called IRS, Internal Revenue Service Department, right? So you'll be getting the certificate directly from the IRS. What is IRS? Internal Revenue Service Department. Right. So this is the most, you can say, the like authorized body to give you the certificate of the US taxation expert, right? US Income Tax Department directly giving you the certificate. Who can be the authority beyond this to certify you as an US taxation expert, isn't it? Make sense? Are you
Yes,
guys
it
with
is.
me? Right. So now I'll take you back to the PPT. So when we think about doing any particular course, what all comes in our mind? First and foremost important thing, what are the opportunities available after doing this course? This is the most important question comes in our mind, right? As we already discussed, this course is in highest demand and has high growth potential to reach to the partner level and do your own consulting business as well. And opportunity to earn in the multipliers. Second important thing is the certification. From where do I get the certificate? You'll be getting a certificate directly from the IRS. And third important thing generally comes in my mind as a student, like how much time will it take, right? So it will take less than 6 months and it has only 3 exams and you can do your own job and you can do your own practice as well. right? So these are certain reasons why one should think about doing a US taxation course. And now I'll show you where all the exams are happening in India. So earlier the exams were only there in USA. But in 2021, they have started three Prometric center in India. One in Delhi, second is in Hyderabad, and third in Bangalore. An exam window is starting from 1st May to 28th of February. That means 300-day exam window. You can sit for any exam, any date, any sequence you like it. So 300 days exam window. That means it's not like your college exam, which is happening in June and December. It is not like your school exam, which is happening in March. That means as and when you are prepared for the respective exam, you can schedule your exam, right? It's not required that on particular date, you'll be giving the exam, right? And within the same day, there are three options: morning 9:30, afternoon 12:30, or late afternoon 3:30. So that means you have 900 exams window in a year, right? How flexible it is. Now, the student asked like which all company are generally hire most of the enroll agent. Most of the enroll agent is being absorbed by the consulting firm. Like some of you might have heard about all these companies detail, but for any reason, if any of you are not aware of, then we have our best friend called Naukri.com, timesjob.com. Whatever I am discussing over here, go back and look at the Naukri.com. Look at the timesjob.com. You will see what I'm saying is absolutely right. And the company like PwC, UI, KPMG, Deloitte, Grant Thornton, BDO, Bazaar, these are in the humongous need of the enroll agent. In addition to that, nowadays from last 5 to 7 years, there are a lot of other mid-sized firms have also set up their offshore center in India, and there are many Indian companies also developing the offshore center for the US CPA firm. They're also in huge demand of US enrolled agent. In addition to that, the company like Bank of America, American Express, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, McKinsey, Bloomberg, Deutsche Bank, Apple, Amazon, Accenture, Caterpillar, Coca-Cola, Walmart, Uber, Nike, Oracle, PepsiCo, Procter and Gamble, all these companies required huge number of US enrolled agent every year. Right? So I'm sure some of your friends, family member, relative might be working in this company. So after this webinar, go back and check with them how many US taxation expert their company required. If none of your friend, family member, relative is working there, then go back and check on Naukri.com, timesjob.com, linkedinjobs.com. You'll see what I'm saying is absolutely right. Right? So we have covered the very first agenda item, why I should think about doing a US taxation course or US enroll agent course. It's covered majorly the three question or subset of the question. First one is what are the demands and opportunities? Second is what is the career path for me? Third one is from where do I get the certificate? Fourth one is which company would be hiring me? Right? Hope this 3-page slides which we have discussed might have answered your question why I should think about doing a US enroll agent course. Right? Now I'm jumping onto the second agenda item. What is US enroll agent? Like we discussed earlier, the governing body is IRS. What is IRS? Internal Revenue Service Department. Right? Same way how in India we have income tax department, in US we call it Internal Revenue Service Department. So you'll be getting the certificate as well as license directly from the IRS. And it has three exams: individual taxation, business taxation, appeal, penalty, and representation. And after completing this exam, you will be eligible to file the income tax return to the IRS, as well as you will get the license to do the practice, and you can present the case of your client. Right? And now coming into more detail about these three courses. So individual taxation, what all things I will be learning. Business taxation, what all things I'll be learning, and representation, practice and procedure, what all things I'll be learning. So I'll take you to one by one. Individual taxation. Let's assume yourself or your family member or relative. We all are individuals, right? We may have income from salary. We may have income from shares. We may have dividend income, interest income, rental income, capital gain, right? So here in the very first subject of the individual taxation, you'll be getting a detailed understanding of what all income of an individual are taxable, what all deductions are being allowed, what all exemption are being allowed, how to calculate the taxable income, what all tax rates are being applicable, what are the tax, how to calculate the tax liability, and more important, what all form need to be filed for the individual taxation. Now, those all things you'll be learning in detail in the individual taxation exam. Second exam is business taxation. There, just think about any company, right? What all company? It can be sole proprietorship, partnership, LLP, LLC, C corporation, S corporation, like a private company or publicly limited company. They will be having a financial statement, income statement. I know some of you are already working in accounting department. So, you know, like preparation of the financial statement, they have like income statement, certain income, certain expenses, and resulting into the net profit. Right? So what all income are taxable, you'll be understanding. What all expense are being allowed, that you'll be understanding. How to calculate taxable income, what all deductions are being available, what all exemption are being available, how to calculate the taxable income, and what all tax rates are being applicable to the respective category of business. And then what all form need to be filed for the business income tax return. Those all things you'll be learning in the second subject. Third subject is representation, practice and procedure. For any reason, if your client stuck into any litigation, then how to respond to the IRS if IRS asks for additional information, if IRS has been asked demand for any additional information or any response to the you can say the assumption you have taken when you have filed the income tax return, how to respond to the IRS. What all forms need to be filed, what language you need to use to make the representation on behalf of the client. And then you'll also get the license to practice in the tax code. So here you'll be understanding how to file the appeal, penalty, representation in the tax code, also how to represent your client case in front of tax authorities as well as tax code. So that is what you'll be learning in the third subject. In addition, the tax planning also, how to help your client by doing an effective and efficient tax planning. So these are the three subjects you'll be learning in the US Enroll Agent course. And each exam would be of 100 multiple choice question. There is no theoretical question at all. Every question have 4 options. You need to select the best right option. And to pass the each exam, you need to score 70. Right? And the national average pass rate is around 72%. That means if 100 students sit for the exam, on an average 72 pass in one go. And each exam would be of 3.5 hour exam, and you'll get 15-minute allowed break. An exam window is being from 1st May to 28th of February. That means in 300 days, you can sit for any exam, any date, any sequence you like. It's not required. First, you need to pass individual, then business, then representation. No. It's completely flexible. Which exam you want to sit first, you can sit for it. Right? Any doubts so far? Any question? Feel free to ask or feel free to type in chat box.
Yes, I have.
Yes, please.
What happened if we failed in an exam? What is the maximum number of attempts?
Yeah, there's no limit of maximum number. You can sit for any number of like exam. And if you fail in one particular exam, then you need to pay the examination fees only for that particular exam again.
Okay.
Right. So now coming to the third agenda item. So far we have covered 2 major agenda items. why I should think about doing a US taxation and what is in US taxation course. Now coming to the process part. Hope you all are more than 18-year age. Give me a thumbs up if someone is less than 18-year age. You all are more than 18-year age. So congratulations, you all are being eligible to do this course, right? The very first step is to take admission. Then we will be helping you in application of P10. You know PAN? Do you have any idea what is PAN number? Yes, no? Any idea what is PAN?
Permanent account number, sir.
Permanent account number. Same way in US, it is called P10, permanent tax identification number, right? As you are sitting for the exam for the US income tax department. So you need to apply for the P10. P10 will be your identification basically, right? And then after parallelly you will be studying and then you need to sit for exam 1, 2 and 3. Once you pass all the 3 exams, you will get the certificate as well as the license. Right? Very simple process. Taking the admission, starting the study, we'll be helping you apply for the P10. Then once you are done with the particular exam, then we'll be helping you how to fill the form, examination form, and you'll be sitting for the exam. And once you pass all the 3 exams, you'll get the certificate and license. Now coming to the 4th agenda item, why we should choose KC Global, right? Couple of things. One is we'll be giving you the learning management software with the unlimited access until you pass. In that learning management software, you'll be having 24/7 access of recorded lecture of the professor, right? Electronic book, 1800 plus multiple choice question, unlimited practice exam, and then you can say you also get the live lecture also. I myself teach US taxation on Saturday and Sunday, and you can join the class as a live lecture with me. In addition to that, we'll be helping you aligning a dedicated counselor for you who will be helping you in taking the P10, taking the admission, examination form, and all the you can say requirements, right? For that, Garima, Ria, Sachin, they are dedicated team member who will be helping you, right? In addition to that, once you qualify, we'll ensure your 100% placement support also. We have a tie-up with more than 35 companies where we provide placement services. So we'll be ensuring your placement as well, right?
Yeah,
More
Kamal, I have one
important.
doubt here. Sorry.
Yes, yes, please.
Is there any age limit is there for that?
No, no age limit. For professional courses, generally there is no age limit, whether it's like CA, CS, ICW, CPA, CMA, US taxation, CIA, CISA, IFRS. Generally, these professional courses do not have any age limit.
Yeah, why? Because some more companies will not hire whose age more than 30 years. So that
No, it's not like that. It's not like that.
okay, Kamal, thank you.
We'll ensure your placement, that we assure you.
Okay,
right?
thank you.
And in addition to that, like if you have some financial challenges, you can take EMI option also. So on your credit card, so we have the flexibility. You can choose for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 month EMI option also, right? In addition to that, like you can, if you want to do your self-study, you can just purchase the learning management software, right? And you can do your own self-study. And if you want to take the live classes, so you can take the live classes also. Both are available.
Sir, one question.
Yes, please.
So the fees includes both the software as well as the live classes.
Yes. No, I'm coming to that. We have separate fees. So, you can choose bundle or you can choose individual also. Right. So the
Sir, I
learning
have a
management.
question.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So, is there any a subject related like MBAs? Anyone can do this practice, or is there any
Yes, anyone can
particular?
do. Yeah, no, anyone can do. Whether you are, like MBA, whether you are BCom, whether you are chartered accountant, whether you are engineer, whether you are science background, anyone can do this course. Science, commerce, arts, any background student can do this course.
Thank you.
So
Sir,
the learning, yes, please.
uh, so what is the difference between sir USCMA and this course
USCMA
and this course?
this is purely US taxation course, and CMA is more of like management related course. So CMA will give you the opportunity in a domain of like management, finance, accounting, MIS reporting, process management, or you can say financial analyst, right? Those kind of domain. This is purely a US taxation, like super, you can say laser focus.
Okay.
We teach both. We teach CMA also. We teach US taxation also, but this is laser focus on US taxation. So they both courses are not comparable because they both have different study curriculum as well as different career path opportunities.
Sir, I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
For US taxation, EA is sufficient or CPA is also required?
If you do this enroll agent course, so like almost 2 subject of CPA is done in terms of study. So we also teach CPA. I have also written a couple of my own books on CPA. So I have written my own books of like US taxation for CPA, as well as like I have written my book for enroll agent as well. So if you are done enroll agent, that means 2 subject of the CPA you are already done. But you need to sit for the exam, but from the study part, it's almost done. So maybe you can start with the EA, parallelly, like earn a degree as well as start the job, and then you can apply for the CPA in future also.
So my question is, suppose I'm planning to do only US taxation, so EA will be sufficient or like CPA will be required?
No, more than sufficient. More than sufficient. Right, the software which we'll be sharing with you is a Surgeon Learning Management software. It is being like already accepted by more than 200 university in US, and more than 100 companies employees are also using their software. So the high class software will be using. And the cost, last point, the cost there, like we discussed, we give both the offerings. If you take only the learning management software, it will cost you 34,900 plus GST. If you take live classes also, it will add 15,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees each subject basically is for the training cost. And then the admission cost will around $100, and then each examination will cost you around $203. So on an average, it will end up around 1 lakh rupees approximate. And if you take only the learning management software and do your own self-study, then 15,000 tuition fees will not be levy. So then right around 83,000 or 85,000 will be the total cost. Right? Any doubt on the cost part? Very simple, straightforward. So this is it on the, this webinar point of view to telling you about the US Enroll Agent course. But if you guys have any doubt before I'll take you to the class structure, I'll be more than happy to answer.
Sir, for paying the fees, examination fees, then the PTN and the other fees that is there, do we require a credit card?
Yes, yeah. Or maybe, if you do not have credit card, we can pay you, you can reimburse us. That is also doable.
Okay, fine.
Those kind of flexibility we have with our students. Right. Murli, Mahesh, Pranjali, Mohammed, Fahim, Pratik, any other question?
Sir, thinking.
Okay, so now let me take you to the how we teach in the class basically, so that you'll get a flavor of the class as well. Let me present my screen. So like I said, like classes would be more on Saturday and Sunday, right? It will not hamper your schedule. So this is like my own handwritten, you can say notes from where I teach, right? For example, the individual taxation. So individual taxation, like there are couple of chapters, 5 chapters. So let me quickly walk you through this. So the first one is preliminary work and the taxpayer. So in this chapter, you can see 17 question coming in your exam. So in that, you'll be expecting the topics would be like residential status, whether you are a resident of the US or you are a non-resident alien, that will be understanding. Then the second thing is the taxpayer filing status. Like in India, there are this taxpayer filing status is very much different from India to US. In India, like everyone is considered as an individual taxpayer, wherein in US, the individual are also being classified into the 5 categories. Individual who is filing as single, that means who is unmarried, right? If two individual who are married, they have an option whether they can file a joint return or they can file individual return. So here the status is married filing jointly or married filing separately. This is very different concept than your India tax department, right? Another is head of the household, right? So that's another status. And last one is the qualified widower with dependent child. So these all the status will be understanding in detail, like who is being considered as in single, who will be considered as married filing jointly, who will be considered as married filing separately, who will be considered as head of the household, who will be considered as a qualified widower, and what are tax benefits the respective residential status do gain. Same way, we'll be understanding the sources of income. Like we were discussing earlier, it can be from salary, it can be from retirement benefit plan, it can be rental income, it can be dividend, it can be interest, it can be capital gain. So all those things we'll be understanding here. And then there are certain adjustment to the gross income, which is like self-employment, health insurance. Same way how you get ATC deduction, right? Do you know ATC deduction, which you all get in India? Yes, no? Any idea? How many of you file income tax return?
Sir, ATC 1.5 lakh. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So same way, what all consider in ATC is very similar. The applicable adjustment in US, like your insurance, your student loan, your tuition fees, educator expense, health saving expense is very similar. Now, like benefit of getting study from an Indian instructor is that you can correlate Indian tax structure and the US tax structure, so that it can help you in both ways, how it is in India and how it is different from the US, and how it is in US and how it is different than India, so that you can practically correlate the things, right? Then after, I'm sure you might have heard standard deduction, itemized deduction, and then certain tax credits, and then tax payments, various like respective form. How in India we get form 16. Have you heard about form 16s?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, same way in US called form W4. Right? Exemptions from withholding, estimated tax, credits, special filing, casualty loss, all these things we'll be covering, right? Then second chapter will cover all the incomes and assets like we were discussing. Income include wages, salary, interest, dividend, rental, gambling, waiver of debt, foreign earnings, other income, installment sales, and all those things. Here you will be learning cryptocurrency also, right? This is a new topic. I'm sure you'll love it. Right, and then we'll be understanding more in detail about deductions, credits, taxation, including tax advice. So how to advise the individual for their tax planning, that also you'll be learning here. And the last one is specialized tax return, which is estate tax return, gift tax return, or international tax return. So you'll be understanding in detail end to end. Right, and like such kind of personalized notes I'll be sharing here. Like we are jumping into the notes. In the notes part, each notes is extremely exam focused. Right, if you see this entire individual taxation, I have concised in 164 pages. If you see, nowhere on the earth have any book or course content material which is so concise and precise to the point for the examination perspective. And each topic have respective highlights that you need to walk through when you are studying for the exam. If you see the residential status, here we'll be discussing to the point what is resident, what is non-resident, right? Same way the status, all these kind of notes you'll be getting in the classroom, and I'll be walking you through one by one. And these all are very much, personalized notes for your personalized needs. And every topic we will be going through the questions as well. These questions are exactly the questions which is coming in your exam. So that as and when you are studying the respective topic, alongside with that respective topic, you understand how it will be coming in my exam, so that you'll be better prepared in advance. So these kind of notes, very pictorial presentation, crisp, to the point, along with the practice question you'll be getting in the class. And all the key points are being very much highlighted, so that in the last minute of your exam time, you don't need to look at whole theory. If you just look at these bullet points, which I have highlighted in blue, that's more than enough for your exam purpose. Right? So this way we'll be going through the classes. In addition to that, I'll show you the learning management software as well. So this kind of learning management software access you'll be getting. One second. Right. So here you will see individual taxation, business taxation, representation practice. Right now, currently we are at individual taxation. Here you will get the respective 5 chapters, right, which we were discussing. And in this, if you click over here, you can click watch the videos. Sorry, one second. Yeah, if you click on watch videos, oh, there's some notification. Okay. Fix this. Yeah, there you go. So this way, if you click on watch the video, you'll get the pre-recorded videos. Right. So this way you'll get the videos for the respective topic, bite-sized video. If you see, like, these all are very small videos for the respective topic. Right. From here, you can exit the video. And once you exit the video, you come back to the same. And here you can click on this and you can choose and do the practice question. And these questions would be exactly the same way how it will be coming in your exam. And once you answer, for example, this is the multiple choice question and you answer and submit, it will give you whether the answer is correct or incorrect. More importantly, it will give you the explanation why this is incorrect and what is the correct answer. And it will also give you like how many students have given the right answer in the first attempt. More importantly, what all video lectures have covered this question and what all relevant terms are theirs. Right. So these kind of detailed explanation for each question you'll be getting. And then once you are done with all your study, you can go through and do the mock test, like take a practice exam. So this practice exam would be 100% same how it will be coming in your actual exam. So you can see, like, you can just click on start exam. And there, like, this is the way how actual exam would be look like and feel like. Same way, if you click over here, go to the next, it will take you to the next question. Once you submit all these things, it will take you to the end slides. This is exactly the same way how the exam will look like. right? So these all features you'll be getting in the learning management software, which is very unique, right? Any doubt on the class part or the software part? It's very easy to navigate. It's very self-explanatory. And I have a dedicated video on how to navigate this learning management software. Garima will share that also with you. Just watch that around 20-minute video. Now you'll get more familiar with the learning management software and how to navigate it, what all resources are being available. But crux of the story, if I say, you'll get the US professor pre-recorded video, you'll get electronic book, you'll get printed book, you'll get 1800 plus multiple choice question along with the explanation of the answer, right? And then you'll get unlimited mock test and all these things you'll be getting unlimited until you pass all your 3 exams. And you'll also get the unlimited access of the live class, which I'll be giving to you on Saturday and Sunday, right? So this is it from my side. I'll be more than happy to take up your question now.
Sir, one question.
Yes, please.
Sir, if we pass part 1, is there like a time limit given wherein you have to pass the remaining parts?
I think 24 month. I need to again check.
Okay. No, because the CPA also they have
CPA they have 18 month, yes, and now they are extending to 36 month.
36, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So for this it will be 24, is it?
It is 24, but I'll reconfirm. Maybe like Garima will get back to you tomorrow. So I'll reconfirm from the IRS website.
Sure, thank you, sir.
To the best of my understanding, it's 24 month. Cool.
Yes. I just have a question.
Yes, please.
This is with respect to the job. I mean, if somebody is looking for a kind of a consulting job or maybe a freelancing job, is there any help we can get from you?
Yes, there's a huge opportunity for consulting as well as freelancing job, right? That all like we can also help you for sure, undoubtedly, because we are helping many other students also. Second important thing, we'll tell you how to build your own freelancing business for it. So, like for that, we can have like one-on-one discussion, but I can help you in setting up your own freelancing or your own practice as well. Many of our students are, doing it. So I can help you doing that also.
And you mentioned this course will cover 2 subjects of CPA.
Yes.
One is taxation, and the other one, which is that?
Yeah, so maybe quickly I'll show you one more presentation really quick. One second. So day before yesterday, I was giving the webinar in EY. So if you see, this is like the change. The new CPA curriculum would look like this. So if you see the regulation is dividing into 2 parts. One is regulation, where individual taxation and business taxation will go. The another part, if you see, is TCP, tax planning. So tax planning, all part would be coming as an individual exam. So that means going forward from 10th January 2024 onward, you need to sit for audit, FAR and regulation. And the current regulation, which you will be studying in EA, is divided into 2 parts. So individual taxation, business taxation will go over here. Appeal penalty, representation and tax penalty will come over here. So this cover your 2 exam, regulation and TCP.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Sir, as you mentioned, like for suppose if I clear the EA exam, then I don't have to sit for. I mean, for CPA, it's 2 paper is already covered.
No. You need to give the exam. Your study is done, but you need to sit for the exam. I never said you'll get exemption. No.
No,
But
CPA is exemption in like from MBA. Okay, what is that?
Yeah, in CPA, no exemption.
Okay.
No exemption. But you are study with for 2 exam almost.
Just one more question. When we talk about taxation and all, so how about international taxation, transfer pricing? Will that be covered in this course?
Yeah, in third subject, you'll touch base.
Yeah, thank you.
So, sir,
Mhm.
sir, can you give a brief, means like a small hint related to transfer pricing? Like, what is transfer pricing, and like, can you give sir small brief?
Yeah, it's very simple. There are standard method of doing this transfer pricing. So there are like 7, you can say approved method for transfer pricing of the respective transaction, which is across the globe is acceptable, which is like cost plus markup model and different other models. So, like you'll be learning all these models in the transfer pricing domain. And then, like you understand this very simple, straightforward. Normal, like any
Got
tax
it.
calculation, same way, like when you are doing any transaction between two inter-party, how to do the valuation of that from the tax perspective to make it arm's length transaction. So it can be cost price
Sir,
method, it can be.
got it. So, sir, like 1040, 1120, 1065, is it related to any of the tax return preparation, or it's not related to that?
Say that again.
I'm saying that the 1040, 1120, and 1065. These three
Mhm.
are their form partnership,
Mhm.
and it's,
Yes.
so
Yeah,
is
if
this
you
form for also?
yeah, if you see in our class, we'll be sharing you all the tax laws like this protection Americans from tax hike, which is recent 2015 tax law, CARES Act in 2020. We'll be sharing you the Federal Unemployment Act, IRS Treasury Circular, Summary of
Okay.
Inflation Reduction Act, right? Same way TCJ Act, Form 1040. We'll be taking you to the detail 1040. If you see like everything is marked here in the last class. What is Form 1040? Who is individual? Who is married filing jointly? Who is married filing separately? Head of the household? What all are standard deduction? What all dependent mean is? We'll be taking you one by one in the respective. If you see like this, like this Form 1040, you can feel like individual item will be covering in the book is being mapped to this 1040. So this will be taking you through one by one in detail. Same way, if you see when you're saying about 1120, that will coming in second for the company taxation. So we'll be sharing all these documents with you. So you'll get deep understanding of the US taxation, like actual practical experience you'll be getting in the classes. So Form
Yes,
W4, which you might have heard, revised return if you have to file for 1040X, all these things, state tax return 1706 form, or you can say all these things you'll be getting in detail. And in addition to that, you'll get the notes also. Like I'll show you this, like the individual taxation class notes. For example, if you see, so we'll be taking you to the overview. So all these 5 chapters, then we'll walk you through one by one all the tax laws applicable for this current year taxation. Then we'll walk you through the tax exam pattern one by one in detail, and then I'll walk you through the individual definitions which you need to understand before getting into the actual course. This is preliminary work before we start the actual classes. So we'll take you through all the individual taxation computation, right? How to calculate, how to do the computation of individual taxation, like what is the gross income, what are the deductions, what are the adjustment, what is the standard deduction, what is the itemized deduction, what is taxable income, what are tax rates applicable, what is the tax liability, how to reach to the tax credit, how to calculate the tax credit, what is the taxable, tax payable finally. These all things, like before getting into the class, I'll walk you through in detail so that basic concepts are being very much clear before we jump into the class, right? These all kind of notes you'll be getting. And if you see the regular class notes, I'll show you those also, right? So this type of notes you'll be getting, which I was showing you the Word file earlier in detail. Right? These kind of crystal clear, crisp notes for your examination purpose, along with the respective question of the respective topic. Each topic wise, you'll be getting the practice question, you'll getting the illustration as well. So that all theory you'll be learning is mapped to the practical experiences. Right? Hope this makes sense.
Yes, sir, definitely, sir. Sir, I have one more question. Sir, this skill set will be limited to US taxation in US, or like it will be we can work for Canada also, something like that. It's similar Canada and something, or it's just limited to US only.
It's more for specific to the US taxation.
Because someone saying that you can work for Canada also, something like that. That's why, sir, I cleared my doubt.
No, that is, like you can switch to Canada, but you need to do the Canada tax law.
Okay, got it. Thank you, sir.
Cool. So I think we all are good. Any other question or doubt you guys have?
And I just want to say thank you, sir. Like you have explained each and everything very like in a detailed way. Like other institute won't do such things. Like you have highlighted the cost structure, how it gonna be, like how much. Suppose if I file a return in India, we have to pay 2,000, but when we have to file in US, they are paying 20,000 minimum. So this thing of this the clarity which you have given is really good, sir. Thank you for that. And sir, I would like to talk one-to-one. It will be good for me because I'm really interested to join this. So I just want to clear some doubts. So I will connect with you, sir, one-to-one.
Yeah. Garima, you can just share my number with Pratik, and maybe after this webinar, we can connect really quick. Okay,
Sure,
cool.
sir.
Thank you everyone for your precious time. Hope I have answered most of your question, but still you have any doubt, feel free to reach out to Garima, Sachin. And if you want to have one-on-one meeting with me, I'll be more than happy to do one-on-one connect with you as well. Looking forward to see you in our next batch, which we are planning to start from 1st July, right? Thank you everyone for your precious time. Have a good day.
Yeah, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.